daily.
Mind Over Magic is a colony simulation game where players build and manage a school for powerful mages while keeping them alive, inspired, and most importantly out of the deadly fog's grasp. As the head of this arcane academy, every detail matters, from designing classrooms and enchanting study halls to growing bizarre plants and brewing potions. Beneath it all, the underschool lurks a dark and dangerous labyrinth, where magic takes a sinister turn, raising magical creatures, training undead servants, and even taming dragons are all part of the job, provided the students survive long enough to master their craft. Whether sending mages soaring across campus on broomsticks or preparing them for battles in the Nexus, every decision shapes the fate of the school. Magic can solve almost any problem, but sometimes it creates much bigger ones. Reviewers are of the opinion that Mind Over Magic blends deep micromanagement with a charming visual style, evoking oxygen not included while standing on its own. The game hooks players quickly. What starts as a brief test session can easily stretch into hours. The management mechanics allow for precise control over characters, balancing work, priorities, and needs. While some find the fog mechanic underwhelming and the school building somewhat aimless, others praise the addictive nature of research and construction. Replayability might be a concern due to repetitive elements, but as an early access title, updates are expected. Enthusiasts of colony sims and clay-style games will likely find it a worthwhile investment. Legacy Steel and Sorcery is a high-stakes third-person action RPG where steel clashes with sorcery in intense PvPvE battles. Whether venturing alone or with allies, every fight is a test of skill, every victory a chance to claim hard-won treasures. Combat demands precision: dodge, block, and strike with purpose, or fall to those who do it better. Outside the chaos, the city offers a brief respite. Rest, resupply, and prepare, because the wilds show no mercy. Power isn't just gained through levels, it's carved out of the world itself. Charge through walls, soar above danger, and master abilities that shape the battlefield. When everything is on the line, only the strongest thrive, with major updates bringing fresh content and resets that keep the adventure evolving. The journey is only beginning. Fortune favors the bold, and in Legacy Steel and Sorcery, boldness is everything. Interesting is that Legacy Steel and Sorcery has a solid foundation with engaging combat and an intriguing crafting system, but its early access state is undeniably rough. Performance issues dominate the experience, with frequent crashes, severe audio bugs, and unoptimized rendering. Some players report fun moments in PvE and PvP, while others struggle to get past the main menu due to connection failures. The combat system shows promise, though enemy AI feels inconsistent. Some can be staggered endlessly, while others ignore stuns entirely. Loot follows standard extraction mechanics, though strict class restrictions frustrate some players. Visually, the game isn't bad, but lowering graphics can create competitive imbalances. The in-game shop and progression system feel uninspired, heavily borrowing from other titles. While there's clear potential, the game currently demands patience. For most, waiting for stability and content updates seems the wiser choice. Warriors Abyss is a relentless clash of steel and souls, plunging players into the depths of hell with over 100 legendary heroes at their side. Battles are fast, furious, and filled with swarms of enemies just waiting to be cut down in spectacular fashion. Summoning warriors mid-fight adds a thrilling new layer to the classic formula, making every encounter feel fresh and exhilarating for those who crave nostalgia. Special editions bring back iconic costumes from Dynasty Warriors and Samurai Warriors, while bonus Karma Embers let players unlock even more legendary figures. Early buyers get exclusive outfits, because nothing says unstoppable warrior like looking stylish while mowing down the damned. Many players agree that this game is a real surprise, blending Musou-style combat with the roguelike structure of Hades and Vampire Survivors. Players select a character and battle through short, top-down Musu stages, choosing power-ups, allies, or formations after each level. The action is skill-based, no auto-attacks here, requiring precise dodging and well-timed strikes. Boss fights are tough without upgrades, but progression feels rewarding with a massive skill tree and character-specific improvements. The presentation is polished, with strong voice acting, great music, and a sleek UI, as expected from Koei Tecmo. The roster currently consists of Warriors franchise characters, but future DLC may expand beyond that. While not the deepest roguelite, the variety in characters, builds, and formations keeps it engaging. It's a must-buy for Musu and roguelike fans, offering addictive gameplay with a satisfying challenge. Some might balk at costly costume DLC, but the core game delivers plenty for its price. The executive movie industry Tycoon is a sandbox business simulation that puts you in charge of your own Hollywood legacy. Starting in the 1970s, Yowl built a scrappy production company into a cinematic powerhouse, producing the movies you've always dreamed of. Shape your vision by crafting screenplays, casting the perfect stars, and deciding whether to chase prestige or box office dominance. Franchise building, distribution deals, and back catalog management all play a role in your rise to the top. But it's not all glitz and glamour. Unexpected production disasters can turn any dream project into a costly nightmare. Adapt, strategize, and grow your empire while fending off franchise fatigue and industry rivals. Whether you become a champion of artistic excellence or the mastermind of a blockbuster machine, Hollywood is yours to conquer. Just remember, even the best-laid scripts sometimes need a last-minute rewrite. Early reactions to the game suggest that it offers an engaging yet somewhat limited simulation of the movie industry. The core mechanics, reminiscent of game dev Tycoon, make for an addictive experience, but the abrupt ending in 2021 leaves many players frustrated. Without an endless mode, progress can feel cut short just as things get interesting. Some appreciate the game's simplicity and smooth performance, while others find it lacking depth, with genre fatigue and restrictive studio management mechanics dampening long-term enjoyment. Despite its flaws, the game holds potential. If expanded upon, it could become a true gem in its niche.
Boss, let me show you how it's done. Pick a title. How about this one? Now for the theme? Dinosaurs. I mean, who doesn't love...
Arctic Motel Simulator is a unique blend of survival, strategy, and business management set in the harsh, yet captivating Arctic landscape. Players will run a motel amidst the vast, chilly wilderness, offering a variety of services like rooms, restaurants, and even Arctic specialties for guests. From managing room temperatures and humidity to renting out RVs and igloos, every season brings its own challenges. The hunt for food and resources plays a crucial role, with legal hunting and crafting specialty recipes keeping things interesting. Along the way, players can hire and train employees, handle random events like police visits or cheating investigations, and expand their motel empire in this remote, frigid environment. Just make sure to stay warm. Things can get cold, and not just the weather. Reviewers are of the opinion that while the game initially seems like another typical simulator, its addictive gameplay and variety quickly win over players. The ability to manage multiple aspects of a motel, such as staff, decor, events, and even farming or hunting, provides plenty of depth and enjoyment. Players can customize rooms, hire staff, and adjust prices based on seasons or events. Despite some awkward controls and repetitive tasks, such as cleaning rooms, the overall experience is engaging and stable, with no significant bugs. However, the tutorial can be intrusive, and questionable content, like hiring secret agents, may not be for everyone. Still, for fans of simulation games, it offers an enjoyable challenge. The Succession of Changing Kings is a strategy game that thrusts players into the role of a ruler trying to salvage a crumbling kingdom. Once a thriving land, it's now on the brink of collapse, with empty fields and decaying cities. The task at hand, rebuild, form alliances, and make tough choices that could change the kingdom's fate. Players must navigate relationships with the nobility, army, church, and commoners, each decision carrying the weight of potential disaster. With 100 turns to achieve victory, every act brings its own challenges and quests, some of which can only be unlocked through repeated playthroughs. And watch out, there are over 80 ways for the king to meet his end, so don't let your reign end too soon. Interesting is that the succession of changing kings offers a fresh take on medieval kingdom management, blending strategic gameplay with rich narrative and political intrigue. Players must navigate complex relationships and make crucial choices that shape the fate of their reign. While the graphics create an immersive atmosphere, some AI-generated backgrounds are noticeable. The game's early access status means it still requires fixes, like better ultra-wide support and clearer loss conditions, but the responsive developer team has already addressed some issues. The mix of management and random events can lead to unexpected, sometimes frustrating outcomes, but there's potential for a highly enjoyable experience with more polish.
Fields that had yielded bountiful harvests were now overgrown with weeds. Trade caravans had all but vanished, and the finest of its people had abandoned their homeland in search of a better future.